Yeah. Believe me, I cannot sing. And you don't want me to try either. So I'm Laurel Bennett. I'm running for Florida House of District 86. Stuart Mears is here somewhere as competitor. And what makes us different is our backgrounds. I think we still have the same beliefs that we need to move forward with Florida. So what I'm going to tell you about is myself right now. I believe in God. So the first thing I want to do is thank God for bringing us all here safely. And just taking them to safe place. Because without Him, we wouldn't be here. I can stand in front of you right now and talk about my policies, my platforms, and nobody's going to come after me with a gun or haul me up to jail. So for that, I thank the Lord. The second thing I want to talk about is my platform, which is Fetch 5. Families, education, traffic, communities, jobs, healthcare, and the V for 5 is for veterans. So I won't go into the detail about how I got my master's or my IT, my engineering degree, or my associates in science, and how I ended up in Royal Palm. But I've been here for 16 years. I've been on the chamber. We've been working with economic development. I presented at Wellington's council for the equestrian park. I told them what a great area it was. We had Bloomfield here, we have Gates here, we have Madonna. We have a world-class facility. Pardon?
Send them all back to New York.
We have a world-class facility here. I believe in that. I believe in development, but I also believe in traffic. It has to be maintained for the residents. That's our current tax base. We can't take that away from them. We have to give them a way out. As in State Road 7, as Celine was mentioned, and we fought for that. And we will continue to do that. We have a development coming in behind H.L. Johnson and Royal Palm. It's going to bring an additional 800 cars to hit that intersection of Royal Palm Beach and Crestwood. We already have 1,019 hitting it. So that's going to impact that intersection greatly. And the way to alleviate it is open up the Madrid intersection and allow it to go straight out to State Road 7, complete State Road 7. So I'm all about watching out for the citizens, the constituents in my area. About 28 years ago, I was out of Pratt, and we had this really cool design for a new diffuser. And I worked in rockets on meds, and we needed help, the test station, the test data. We had to call over to the C area, which is a commercial stand, and get help. The person they sent over was our lead engineer for commercial engine on the C stand, which turned out to be my future husband. And I ended up having a son with him. And many years later, I ended up marrying somebody else. My second date to my ex-husband was to my current husband. He was marrying another person. So these curves come into play. He turned out to be the very best dad for my son. But he became sick, very ill. And he traveled the world for Pratt. He did vibration analysis for the jet engines. Well, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's from Agent Orange, but he received in Vietnam. He is one of 11,400 cases on appeal at the VA. 11,400. That's 20 years. They have predicted that my husband will die before he sees one day of compensation. And they're probably correct. Now that's the VA telling me this. And they're correct because he's just diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, which also has lymph nodes in the esophagus, and also his primary cyst now in his brain. But somebody's got to fight for the veterans. They're citizens, they fought for this country, and they pay their taxes. Unlike the illegals that are getting the free health care and the freebies. If you're a Cuban and you touch a foot in California, the wet foot, dry foot rule of thumb is that you get $10,000 and you're signed up for 5 years. 5 years worth of free programs, housing, food, clothing. That comes from our border patrol. 5 years of free stuff. In the meantime, our veterans that are on appeal, they have to give up their citizenship to get the same things. So I'm fighting. I'll fight for those veterans. I'm fighting for the traffic issues. I'm fighting for development. The education, as an educator, I taught at NEIT. I taught for PBCTP, which was now Palm Beach State College. And I've taught at H.L. Johnson as a science and math tutor. I love seeing the kids. Lights come on when you've gotten across to them their ideas. that you need to convey, but they need to be informed of our history. We can't promote the dumbest of the class. We need to set aside that No Child Left Behind program, Common Core, and we need to promote the gifted. Set some time aside for the gifted kids, because that's who I want to be our future leaders. It's not the people that don't want to learn. It's the kids that want to learn, and we need to promote, set special time for them. And that's where I stand. For education, for the community, healthcare. I'd love to see everybody have a PHRID card. That's my own patent that allows the EMTs, first responders, fire rescue to scan and know what's wrong. If you're diabetic, if you have carotid stents, if you have Parkinson's, they'll know automatically what to do and how to treat you before you even get to the hospital. So healthcare is primary for me. Veterans, education, traffic, education. Again, it's primary. Is there anything else that I need to address? And are there any questions that I can answer? Thank you for your time.